Alright guys, so in this video I want to show you how to open up the top cover for the Konica III 35mm rangefinder film camera. Okay, it's actually quite easy to do and probably easier than the servicing of the shutter and the aperture blade. Okay, now let's get started. And the reason I want to open up the top is because yesterday I actually did the exact same thing. I cleaned up all the rangefinder components in here, and then today I noticed that there are still some grease and film left in there. I want to get them properly cleaned up. So that's the reason I'm opening up again the second time. And so I want to show you guys the tool you need. Okay, is set of precision screwdrivers, flathead, of course. You need some tweezers just to help with getting around things. You also need one of those tools that you use to draw the circles or whatnot. Basically, you need this tool to align with these little two things to actually get this part opened up. Okay, so you turn clockwise, and that would be the first step to do. So yeah, so you just need this tool that's pointy, that you're able to actually put it in here and apply some pressure and turn. And once it's loosened, of course, you have your tweezer comes in and you literally just turn this to loosen this part. Okay, and it's not hard. So yeah, we'll just start from here. This is the very first step you need to do with a special tool. So once you have this loosened and removed, leave them aside. Okay. The next step is get this loosened. So you're just gonna turn this shutter release cover on the top. Okay. Once you have that removed, because when we lift the panel, you don't want any obstructions over here. The next step, get the access to underneath the code shoe. Use your flathead, remove the first screw right here. Okay. Once you have the first screw removed, this actually pops up. So you kind of need to play around with it just a little bit to get it popped up, because once it's popped up, you should be able to get the access to the screw part underneath. So I guess what I do is just lift this gently, and then you can slide it out. Okay. You can see there are two screws over here that you can access, and we're going to loosen those, get the code shoe removed, and you can lift the whole thing up to the side, and we are almost we're almost there. Okay, the next you need to remove this knob so you can lift the plate up. And first thing we need to do is opening up the bottom, or the film door. You need to use a thing to kind of give some leverage. I'm going to use the big one on the film spool. So when you turn, this turns, but you want it to not to turn, and then you want to actually turn it counterclockwise. Once you turn counterclockwise, you should be able to loosen this and pop the bottom part out. Now this is one area you need to be careful. When you pop this bottom part, there is another spring in here, this one, that sometimes may just pop out. This spring gives a little tension to the to over here. So when you turn it, it gives some resistance, so it feels good. Don't lose those. Leave everything aside. And the last two screws is right here that you just need to loosen, and we should be able to pop the top off of the Konica III. Okay. Again, the 3 is easier to access, I think, compared to the Konica III-A, which I've owned in the past and also serviced in the past. The overall servicing steps are quite similar. There are just some slight differences between the 3 and 3A. The 3A, of course, have a better prism, large viewfinder, and the top cover looks slightly different. But again, it should be pretty similar. Okay, so now those are all the screws you need to remove, and we can pop out the top. It's okay to close this because we don't need to access that, and just lift gently. And here we go, you have the top off. Be really careful because for those old cameras, the glues are kind of worn out and they will pop out of the places. This is a shutter release, which is right here. This is the this is to provide the light for the framing. So this one is not as important, but it's always good to just use a alcohol or lens cleaning solution to properly clean it, front and the back. And if it does fall off, use some super glue to just glue it back. This is exactly what I did. I used some super glue, glue it back onto the frame, and it stays in place, and I don't have to worry about that again. Okay, and now you can see the internal is all just some mirrors. Now this camera is really good. It's really clean. Try not to touch and adjust those rangefinder components if it's not broken. Instead, just focus on cleaning those glass pieces. If they're foggy, if they have some mold, you'll have to strip the film coating probably to get rid of the mold. For example, like right here, that part is probably the mold that I was not able to remove. I'm going to try one more time to remove that mold, but no guarantee. But the reason I want to do this is just to show you guys how easy it is to access the top. Okay, your actual frame is right here. It's like a mercury kind of embedded frame over here, and your actual focusing mechanism it's kind of cool. It's all mirrors. Depending on how you move the camera, you see the frame moves. This is such a cool design for the parallax. Okay, so try not to touch this because it's not broken, so I wouldn't touch it. And just focus on this glass piece, and this glass piece. Right here, there's a pretty nasty fingerprint. I'm gonna go get some alcohol and get this properly clean. All right, so I am back and I got some 90% alcohol, okay? Some cotton swabs, and that's pretty much all I need to get the glasses clean. Really not a lot of tricks to it, and this one, in particular, the Konica III, is alcohol safe because I was using it yesterday to do the initial cleaning, and it didn't strip off any coatings or the frame, so which I think is really good. And now I'm just coming back to redo the cleaning process, so I don't get it so dirty again. And I would use the wet one and then dry it with the other side of the cloth just to make sure it doesn't leave any nasty fingerprints. And I know sometimes it's hard, but just try your best, okay? All right, I think the this part is pretty good. I'll leave it. The next one that I noticed had a lot of dirt is the front viewfinder, and that's what I'm gonna try to do next. The rest of the components are clean, so again, I'm gonna just use a new one just in case because it's kind of important piece. So some 90% alcohol, and just gonna wipe very gently right here. And use the dry side to kind of pick everything up. Looks like that dirt is actually from the front, so we should be good. So yeah, there are some coating damage. However, the viewfinder itself is like really nice and bright. So I'm not so worried about this camera's viewfinder. And again, it's 90% alcohol, coating safe. I haven't seen it stripping any of the coatings off. So that is also really good. And I am done with doing the touch-up. So the next step, I could just get this closed up, and I'll show you guys how to close this properly. Okay. All right. And again, if this fall off, use a glue. Make sure it's glued in place so it doesn't move around. The very first thing is, don't forget to always put your shutter button in here first. All right. So I'm just going to put the shutter button here. All right. And now align everything. And if everything's aligned properly, everything should just drop in place. Okay. Here we go. You can see all the holes are nicely aligned. Look through the viewfinder, super clean, and we are ready to reassemble. All right, so just get all the parts back here. This is for the I think this is for the maybe. Oh. Yeah, important to know which screw is for which. That would make things easier, right? All right, so yeah, I think this is what it is for. So we're going to start from here. I love the Konica III. It is just such a well-built camera, super easy to service. And next, I'm going to actually just try to put the coat shoe back on there. The screws are already pretty much pre-aligned. Just going to push them in and lock it in place. The coat shoe. So instead of putting this on here, okay, as a flash stopper, what I can also alternatively do is just get a flash cover and push it all the way in there. That way it actually looks nicer, okay, and it doesn't have this protruding little knob over here, but save it in a safe spot in case you need to resell your camera for whatever reason. And again, this will be a much nicer implementation with a flash cover. And another thing that we need to actually really lock it is right here. Okay, so we need to have this little piece put in and locked in place. And this is where this little tool, where is it, comes in handy. But again, I don't have to like apply too much pressure. This one is just a plate that, as long as it sits in there, I'm okay. The last step after you put the hot shoe and this back on there is, don't forget the film rewind knob. Just a couple of screws, okay? So, and also this is like optional, but this is the cover that protects the self timer release button and whatnot. So you just need to screw this in there, okay? And it works as a additional shutter release button. So again, put the bottom part in there first. All right. And you can see that it slides around, and that's why you need this little piece. It's a little metal piece that stays in place of that little area. So slide it in the area with the bump facing the actual rod, which is with the bump facing outside. All right. So now I can push it in here and make sure it's nice and flush. and this thing doesn't drop out. And that's when you put this back on there, turn it clockwise, use a leverage at the bottom to just temporarily hold it and make sure it's tightened. And this concludes the top cover removal and rangefinder cleaning for the Konica III. Hope you guys found it helpful, and if you did, like and subscribe. If you need to service the shutter and aperture, which probably most likely you will need, check out my other video on how to access the front part of the shutter and lens assembly, and hopefully that will help you guys as well. So there you have it. Thanks again, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.